Assalamu alaikum, this is Maria Zulfikar welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. High Court upholds death penalty of 20 accused and life imprisonment for 5 over Buet student Abrar Fahad killing case. Chinese ambassador to Bangladesh Yao Wen calls on Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus as Chief Advisor set to visit China on 26 March, said Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres leaves Dhaka after wrapping up his successful 4-day visit. European Union ready to extend cooperation to Election Commission for holding international standard election in Bangladesh, said EU ambassador. At least 34 killed as tornadoes and dust storms ripped through parts of United States. And Pakistan slumped to 9-wicket loss against New Zealand in first T20 of 5-match series in Christchurch. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. The High Court has upheld the death penalty of the 20 accused in Buet student Abrar Fahad killing case. The court also upheld life imprisonment of the 5 accused. All are former leaders and activists of Buet Chhatralik. The High Court bench of Justice AKM Asaduzzaman and Justice Syed Inayat Hussain gave the verdict today, upholding the verdict of the trial court. Attorney General Muhammad Asaduzzaman said the family of Abrar Fahad and the nation got justice through the verdict. The state side is happy with the verdict, he added. Barkatullah, father of Abrar Fahad, was present at the court and said the politics of ragging has to be stopped in all educational institutions. He demanded quick execution of the verdict. Abrar's brother Faiz said they are happy with the verdict. However, he cannot accept the fleeing of the death row accused Jimmy. Lawyer of the accused Azizur Rahman Dulu said they are not happy with the verdict and will go to the appellate division. On October 6 in 2019, the body of Abrar Fahad was recovered from Buet's Shere-Bangla Hall. Abrar Fahad was a second-year student of the Electrical and Electronic Engineering Department. Chinese ambassador to Bangladesh Yao Wen has called on Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus at the State Guest House Jamuna in Dhaka today. During the meeting, the Chief Advisor's visit to China on March 26 was discussed in detail. Later, Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam briefed reporters about the Chinese ambassador's meeting at the Foreign Service Academy. The Press Secretary said that Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus will speak on changing role of Asia in the world at the BAO conference on March 27, the second day of his visit to China. The Chief Advisor will hold a bilateral meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping on March 28. Shafiqul Alam said that the visit of the Chief Advisor is very important to take Bangladesh-China relations to new heights and turn Bangladesh into a manufacturing hub. The Chief Advisor will also meet with executives of major international organizations on the sidelines of the BAO conference, the Press Secretary added.
ফোরামে কথা বলবেন এশিয়া এবং দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড এই যে চেঞ্জিং রোল অফ এশিয়া ইন দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড সেটা নিয়ে উনি একটা স্পিচ দিবেন চায়নার সফরটা হবে হচ্ছে এটা প্রথম ওনার বায়োলেটারাল সফর এট দ্য সেম টাইম উনি বায়োলেটারাল মিটিং করবেন চায়নার প্রেসিডেন্ট শি জিনপিংয়ের সাথে 28 তারিখে সেখানে আমাদের সাথে চায়নার যে ধরনের যতগুলো ইস্যু আছে সবই এটা নিয়ে আলাপ হবে আর বোয়াতে যেটা হয় যে পুরো এশিয়ার অনেক টপ লিডাররা থাকেন, বাইরের দেশের অনেক টপ লিডার আসেন, এবং আমরা আশা করছি যে সেই বোয়া ফোরামের সাইডলাইনে ইনাদের অনেক চাইনিজ বড় বড় কোম্পানির সিইওদের সাথে স্যারের কয়েকটা মিটিং হতে পারে। মূল ফোকাসটা হবে যে চায়নার কাছে বাংলাদেশকে ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়ালাইজেশনের জন্য, বাংলাদেশে ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং এর জন্য একটা বড় হাব তৈরি করার জন্য চায়নার সাথে সেই ধরনের আমরা আমাদের সম্পর্কটা একটা নতুন উচ্চতায় নিতে চাই। ইন্টারিম গভর্নমেন্টের তরফ থেকে ফোকাসটা থাকবে যে চাইনিজ কোম্পানিগুলো যাতে বাংলাদেশে এসে তাদের ফ্যাক্টরিগুলোকে রিলোকেট করে। চায়নাতে সফরে স্যার পিকিং ইউনিভার্সিটিতে একটা বক্তব্য রাখবেন। পিকিং ইউনিভার্সিটি অ্যাট দ্য সেম টাইম স্যারকে একটা অনারারি ডক্টরেট ভূষিত করবেন। চাইনিজ অ্যাম্বাসেডার বলেছেন যে অগাস্ট 5-এর পরে যে অভূতপূর্ব চেঞ্জ হলো, যে গণ অভ্যুত্থানের পরে চাইনিজ কোম্পানিগুলো বাংলাদেশের লার্জেস্ট ইনভেস্টমেন্ট করেছে।
In the briefing, Deputy Press Secretary Azad Muzumdar said Chief Advisor will hold a special meeting with field-level police officers tomorrow to discuss the law and order situation.
তার উপরের যারা আছেন এসপি, বিভিন্ন মেট্রোপলিটন পুলিশের কমিশনার, মেট্রোপলিটন পুলিশ ডিভিশনগুলোর পুলিশের ক্রাইম ডিভিশনের হেড, প্লাস পুলিশের যারা নীতি নির্ধারণী কর্মকর্তা আছেন, আইজিপি, ডিভিশনাল আইজিপি, এই ধরনের 127 জন কর্মকর্তা আগামীকাল এই বিশেষ মিটিংয়ে, বিশেষ সভায় প্রধান উপদেষ্টার কার্যালয়ে প্রধান উপদেষ্টার সাথে বৈঠক করবেন, যেখানে প্রধান উপদেষ্টা আইন শৃঙ্খলা বিষয়ে সরকারের যে দিক নির্দেশনা সেগুলো পুলিশ অফিসারদেরকে জানাবেন এবং মাঠ পর্যায়ে তাদের অভিজ্ঞতাও শুনবেন। ছাত্র প্রতিনিধি তাদের সাথে আলোচনা করে 7টা কলেজ নিয়ে সরকারের পক্ষ থেকে একটা ঘোষণা দেওয়া হয়েছিল যে 7টা কলেজকে একটা বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের অধীনে নিয়ে আসা হবে। সে বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ের একটা নাম প্রস্তাব করা হয়েছে, যেখানে বিভিন্ন কলেজের 7টা কলেজেরই ছাত্র প্রতিনিধিরা সম্মতি দিয়েছেন। এই বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়টার নাম হবে, প্রস্তাবিত নাম ঢাকা সেন্ট্রাল ইউনিভার্সিটি।
UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres left Dhaka on Sunday at 9:55 a.m., ending his successful 4-day visit. Environment Advisor Saeeda Rizwana Hassan and Chief Advisor's High Representative for Rohingya Crisis Khalilur Rahman saw him off at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. Before his departure, the UN Secretary-General spoke to Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus over the phone and exchanged farewell greetings. During the visit, the UN Secretary-General held meetings with the Chief Advisor and other high officials, visited the Rohingya camps to share Ramadan solidarity iftar with about 1 lakh Rohingya when he was accompanied by the Chief Advisor. Guterres also joined roundtable discussions with members of the National Consensus Building Commission, political leaders, Bangladeshi youths and civil society members. The European Union is ready to extend all kinds of cooperation to the Election Commission for holding an international standard election in Bangladesh. EU Ambassador Michael Miller said this after a meeting with Chief Election Commissioner AMM Nasaruddin at the Nirbachan Bhavan in the capital's Agargaon today. Michael Miller led a 5-member delegation. At that time, the Chief Election Commissioner said his commission is committed to holding a free, fair and acceptable election. The European Union wants to extend cooperation to Bangladesh's next parliamentary election financially, as well as providing technical training and expertise. The CEC said the Commission has sought cooperation to train local observers and polling agents, as well as raising awareness of voters. E-shopping has gained momentum in the port city, Chattogram. Over 100 shopping establishments and several thousands of shops of the city remained jam-packed with the e-shoppers regularly. A large number of customers, irrespective of male, female, and children, have thronged at all the markets of the city to purchase their favorite dresses for observance of Eid festival. The shopping establishments of the city, including the Biponi Bitan, Riazuddin Bazar, Afmi Plaza, Chattogram Shopping Complex, Chowk Bazar, Terry Bazar, and all other markets are the traditional venue for the Eid shoppers. All these shopping complexes spaces have been colorfully decorated and illuminated to attract the special attention of the customers. Shopkeepers opine the scale of Eid articles is encouraging this year as the customers are purchasing more items. Now, international news. At least 34 people have died in the U.S., including 12 in Missouri alone, after deadly tornadoes tore through several southeastern states, flipping cars and flattening homes. In Kansas, at least 8 people died after more than 55 vehicles were involved in a crash due to a dust storm. More than 170,000 properties were without power across 5 states, including Michigan, Missouri, and Illinois, on Saturday evening, according to Tracker Power Outage. Further severe weather is expected for the region, with tornado watches issued across eastern Louisiana, western Georgia, central Tennessee, and the western Florida panhandle. 6 deaths were reported in Mississippi by the governor Ted Reeves as several tornadoes spread across the state. Flash flooding and flood warnings have also been issued in central Mississippi, eastern Louisiana, and western Tennessee, as well as parts of Alabama and Arkansas, as severe weather continues to track across the southeast. The National Weather Service has said these flash floods could prove deadly. Multiple tornado warnings were also issued across Alabama on Saturday night. The U.S. launched air attacks on Yemen's Houthis, with President Donald Trump's warning that hell will rain down. Over attacks on Red Sea shipping, at least 24 people have been killed, Al Jazeera reports. The attacks come after the Houthis threatened to resume attacks on Israel-linked ships in the Red Sea over the total blockade of the Gaza Strip, which has now entered its 3rd week. Israeli forces continue attacks on Gaza despite the ceasefire, killing at least 9 people, including relief workers and journalists, in a drone strike on Beit Lahia. Gaza's health ministry says at least 48,543 Palestinians have been confirmed killed and 111,981 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza. Gaza's government media office has updated its death toll to more than 61,700.